this colony here. That's enough bees to actually make me not walk over 40 times. So it only takes about 1,400 stings for an average human being to not be able to walk. So it takes a lot of stings. So when you get one sting or two stings, I don't have much sympathy for you, because it's just not nearly enough to really get going. So bees are pretty neat, because a lot of us beekeepers, we're sitting around tons and tons and tons of bees, and when we go to a commercial yard where there's 40 hives that are at 80,000 bees, we're actually standing around about 320,000 bees. So that's a lot of bees. That's a lot of bees. But when we start talking about the actual bees, the colony itself is actually pretty unique. And so these bees have a different social structure than a lot of your bumblebees, a lot of your leafcutter bees, a lot of the other bees out there. So in the hive here itself, so I brought a hive. This is an actual production colony. That's part of the company. But in that hive right there, what you're looking at is mostly worker bees. So they're female bees. They make up about 95 to 99% of that colony, and they work about 99 to 95% of that colony. They do everything in there. So they clean cells, they feed young bees, they defend the hive, they go out and they collect nectar, they forage for pollen, they take all the waste, any disease and pests, they'll take that out of the colony and get rid of it out in Mother Nature. The other big thing they do is they take care of the most important bee in that colony. And so that most important bee in that colony, I think the one everybody knows, is that queen bee. And so she's in there, she's also a female. And the interesting thing is that she comes from the same genetics and the same eggs as all these other worker bees. So there's no genetic difference between a queen bee and a worker bee. The only difference between a queen bee and a worker bee is when they're 3 days old. So when they get laid as an egg, they hatch. Those first 3 days, if they get fed a high nutrient diet, so what we call royal jelly the whole time, they'll actually overdevelop and they'll develop into a queen bee.
That's creepy.
So the queen bee is in there. She's being a little camera shy. She's down actually in the box below. But all those bees up there, those are all her family. They all, because they're all females, they all actually even have the same plumbing as a queen. So every bee in there, for the most part, has ovaries. But the interesting thing is because it would be chaos if they all thought they were little queens and they all were laying eggs. That queen in there, she'll actually emit a pheromone or a chemical that stops all the other worker bees from developing their ovaries and laying eggs. So all those other worker bees, they actually sacrifice their sexual reproduction for the greater good of the colony. And the queen's kind of in charge of that. So if we were mean and we found that queen bee and we took her away and we didn't let them raise another queen bee, what would start to happen, because that smell and that chemical go away, is they would actually all start developing their ovaries, and then they would all start laying eggs. Everybody in there. And so it would be kind of pandemonium, because everybody would be too busy laying eggs, nobody would be taking care of them. So we don't let that happen out in the wild. We kind of let one queen take over, and she runs the entire colony. And we can only have one queen bee in that colony at a time. So if we put another queen bee in there, because there can only ever be one queen bee, there can only be one royal family in there, they would actually duke it out and fight until there was only one queen bee left in that colony. They would do that. Typically, the younger queen would win because she's a little bit faster, a little bit younger, and she would beat out that old queen. But then she would take over that colony, they would take over a whole new smell, and then they'd get going with that new queen bee.